his throw. This machine-like. He's got loads of bottle. And to be quite honest, if you've got a 104 and you want to put 3 darts in someone's hands, there's a good chance it will be this man. As well as the others are playing, he is up there. But Adrian Lewis had a little bit of luck in the previous game against Stephen Bunting. Gary Anderson last Thursday was led off by Dave Chisnell and went on and won the Premier League, so perhaps an omen for Adrian Lewis.
Yeah, Anderson beating Dave Chisnell in the Premier League semi-finals. One of the best finishes you will ever see under pressure. After Chizzy had missed 3 match darts, Anderson took out 116 to snatch it in that deciding leg, and it was, well, fabulous outshot.
100.
It is tough for players like Chizzy and for previously Bunting. You know, when you work so hard
96.
to give yourself that chance, and then you think, you know, you're sitting backstage after saying, well, I took all them doubles out in the early legs, why couldn't I have done it then? And of course the simple answer is that's the one double that gets you in the next round.
Good opening leg from James Wade.
56. James requires 64.
Looking at a 14 darter maybe. Tops it is. Bends the wire.
24.
But will return. Anderson just warming up, you think, in this opening leg. But he can put some pressure on with a 140.
140. James requires 40.
James Wade doesn't miss this double very often. He certainly hasn't. Then a little 16 dart leg for Wade's opening leg. But Gary Anderson, the mindset he's in at the moment, he does not panic.
60.
He'll just play himself into the form, into that scoring power, the electrifying scoring power he possesses.
60.
But James Wade using slightly heavier darts just for this tournament.
97.
It will be interesting, Stu, that if once James Wade's up there for these first 5 legs before the break, if there's not a lot of breeze up there and these darts,
100.
if they're not going as well as what he wanted, do you think he's got his other 3 darts backstage ready to change back?
They like to have choices, don't they?
I've seen Peter Wright do it plenty of times over the last 2 years.
Well, a slow start
60.
from the world champ. Snail's pace, you could say, for Anderson. Has not been able to consistently find the trebles.
99.
Anderson possibly going to get 6 darts from 200.
140.
I said that Wade is one of the kings of taking out shots just over the 100. Can he take out the 146? Well, is he going to stay there or is he going for the 18s? He's going for those 18s. May have stayed on that treble 20 myself, Stu. Had a good line and length on it.
126.
Well, just in
Gary
case
60.
Anderson misses. 2 darts at tops, having to just move across. Double 10. Ah, good dart. What a piece it is. Under a little bit of pressure there on that last dart, Gary Anderson. 1-1. Winner of this plays Phil Taylor or Peter Wright
41.
in the semi-finals.
$139.
What a few months it's been, though, for Gary Anderson. You know, we talk about the Premier League. Fantastic win over Taylor to win the World Championship. Just after he'd won the Players' Championship finals as well. And he is the man of the moment.
And just in those two tournaments, £450,000 richer. And those are the carrots in the professional game of darts. And it will get better. We're looking at
96.
pushing the prize money up to perhaps around about 10 million within the next few years. The boss won't settle, Mr. Hearn, until he does.
83. $100. Gary, you require 154.
154.
$54. Gary, you require 124.
This to whole throw. Well, Anderson.
56. Gary, you require
Treble 20 for
100.
tops or single.
Yeah, I think we could be looking at tops. Well, we've been looking at the tops now. I think going to be tops, and that's a good guide. And that's why, although the first dart was missed, it was a perfect miss just above the top wire.
Flag Gary to throw first.
And gets the throw back. 2 legs to 1 up. Sorry, that was a breaker throw. Well, I think we were spoilt in that first game with how well they played in the early, well, right the way through the match. An exceptional match from Lewis and Bunting. This one starting off just a little bit slower.
Just taking a bit of time to get going. James Wade, a nearly man over recent months. He's lost some finals on the Pro Tour and failed to make the Premier League playoffs. His record here in Dubai 2 years ago, lost in the semi-finals to Van Barneveld. Last year, I remember, he lost 10-9 to Michael van Gerwen in the quarter-finals. Played brilliantly. He was leading for a long time in that game and then lost in a deciding leg.
Well, Barney,
140.
he made the cut in the Premier League literally by legs difference. That's how close he was to going out. And then I think it was 6 wins and a draw leading into the O2 and makes the semis. It just shows you how quickly it can turn around. You've just got to dig in and dig deep. And certainly these two players know how to dig deep nowadays.
$100.
Probably look at treble 17. It's a great dance, isn't it? To leave tops. But we've seen James Wade take out these sort of finishes many times. Double 10. Is he going to do it again? Special from James Wade.
Well, we mentioned, Stu, how good James Wade is. Those shots just over the 100. All right, it weren't a 104 or 5, but certainly a brilliant 3 darts from Wade and just keeps him in the mix. Doesn't want to let Gary Anderson get too far in front of you at the moment. And got his throw back as well.
Yeah, straight back. Anderson didn't do anything wrong in that leg. He'd left tops. And that's the first 180 of this match. We saw 16 in the Adrian Lewis-Stephen Bunting quarter-final. But yeah, he'd left tops. And Bunting's tally of 11, by the way, equalled the record for the most 180s hit in a single match at the Dubai Masters. Michael van Gerwen hit 11 in beating Raymond van Barneveld. In beating Peter Wright, I should say, in last year's final. Van Gerwen beat Barney in the 2013 final. And he beat Peter Wright 12 months ago.
Well, that's an unusual sight. James Wade on a bogey number.
100.
And you see when he hit the treble 20, he had a wry smile walking up, knowing what he'd done. Although with the last dart, he couldn't leave it, but the previous 2, were the wrong targets. This would be a finish, and it isn't going to be. So James Wade's going to come back to go into this first break.
James requires 76.
Well, in the last leg, Anderson was sat on tops, didn't get a dart at a double. He sat on double 12. He may suffer the same fate here. Fantastic from James Wade. 2 darts, 76 kill, and James Wade leading here against Gary Anderson. It's beginning to warm up this in the heat of the desert in Dubai. Wade leads Anderson 3-2.
Gary
is now throwing to level it all up. Adrian Lewis will play Michael van Gerwen or Raymond van Barneveld
57.
in our first semi-final. Winner of this will play Phil Taylor or Peter Wright in the other semi-final.
96.
Well, when we talked about the assets of both these players, obviously the scoring power of Gary Anderson. It's the finishing power of James Wade. And that's on song. He's a tough player to beat. And as you said, Stuart, 76 and the 128.
Well, you remember the World Grand Prix last October in Dublin in the semi-finals when Anderson was 3-1 up on James Wade. And Wade came back to win, didn't he? 4-3. But it was those sorts of finishes that made all the difference in the end. I mean, towards the end of that game, he wasn't missing.
When Phil Taylor dominated the game, the one place he dominated it in the stats was the checkouts. You know, anywhere from 60 up to 120, Phil Taylor was taken out 8 or 9 times out of 10. Well, the rest of the players lucky if it was only 4. James Wade may not be
97.
8 out of 10, but certainly he's above halfway when he's on form, and certainly at the moment. That is the difference, and may be the difference to winning or losing.
Well, that's sitting up beautifully. Bullseye for something very, very special from Gary Anderson. Wow, what about that? We were talking about James Wade's finishing. It doesn't get any better than that. Fabulous 170 out from the Scot.
Well, incredible. They've not really got into the game yet, the players. But certainly at the 170. Keep the crowd going. And that's 6 perfect darts from Gary Anderson. 3 from the previous leg.
Fantastic
3 from
response.
his.
Well, brilliant response from James Wade. The last 3 visits have been 170, 180. It's Gary Anderson. He's on a 9-darter here in Dubai.
Did he have a quick look at that car as he walked back? Well, it's 7 times it was missed in the Premier League. Double 12 was the doubles. Oh, Gary Anderson, what are you doing?
6 perfect darts from Gary Anderson, and he may not get a dart and a double.
65.
Fantastic visit from James Wade to leave tops for an 11-darter. Oh, that's a good marker. Again, he thought it was in. It hit the wire. That one is. Anderson, 6 perfect darts. Didn't get a dart and a double. Anderson hit 170, 180, 180.
100.
That was terrific from both players.
We talk about Gary Anderson's mindset. Now let's talk about James Wade's mindset. To be hammered, like you say, 170, 180, 180, and you just go up and you play the dartboard. Doesn't matter who you're playing, you play your game, you make him beat you don't give it away. And certainly James Wade in that leg played the dartboard. Concentration of the highest level. And I'm sure Gary Anderson's
100.
wife Rachel would have been going, that little orange car there, that nice Merc would have been nice sitting in the driveway.
There's another one. In the last 3 legs, Anderson has taken out 170 and hit 3 180s. He's on an 11-darter here.
58. Gary, you require 81.
Well, it started off a bit slow, and it's certainly liveling up now.
75.
Well,
There were loose darts, I thought.
yes, and
He played so well in that leg, but
if James Wade can come in with a big score, which he's going to, the pressure on this double 3 now for Gary Anderson. Will he go 2, to set it up for double two. No, he's gone straight for it. Double one. Oh, and he's opened the door for James Wade.
Well, Anderson missed 4 darts at double. Is he going to be punished?
23. Gary, you require 2.
Well, you don't want to bust it with the first one, so this one's got to go high. That's okay, although it is high. That's perfect. What you mustn't do is just throw one dart in that situation. So you aim for the top wire or just above it, just to set it up. It doesn't matter if it goes an inch high, it gives you the range.
140.
From one end of the scale to the other for the world champion. Won a leg with a 170.
139.
And then won a leg with 2.
Yeah, I think the scale, there's quite a bit of room in between those two.
140.
That's what makes darts, and is this the 5th? 180 for Gary Anderson. Blimey, Stuart, we've seen some maximums this evening.
Well, that's for Anderson, that's 4 in 3 legs. Every time Anderson hits one, Wade replies, and he's done it again. Amazing. What a standard as Wade here has hit 3. We've had 7 180s in the last 3 legs. And he needs tops to go 5-4 in front. Double 10 for James Wade.
Well, that's a 12 dart leg from James Wade. Faithful double 10. And certainly, well, Wade now up to just over 102, and Anderson not far off the 100 mark. First 3 or 4 legs, they were both around about 90, so they're stepping it up.
60.
It's interesting what Adrian Lewis, in his game, a brilliant average. And if he keeps that up, Stu, he is going to take some beatings, isn't he? And he had a great rhythm. I know I've mentioned it before. He keeps that rhythm, especially with the 3rd dart. He is an exceptional player.
Well, we've seen 2 fabulous games.
100.
We saw 16 180s in the first match between Lewis and Bunting. We've had 8 already here.
174.
Fantastic. Well, that's as good as a maximum from Anderson to leave 132.
Well, he doesn't have to go for the ball route, Gary Anderson. So he should stay on the treble 20, normally the 25. Oh, he has gone for it. So now the treble 19, and that leaves the bullseye again.
107.
Showmanship from Gary Anderson.
I think he was always going to go for it, wasn't he? A single one for double 12.
95. Gary requires
For Gary Anderson.
One.
Well, that really was a flyer. But he will return to try and level this match up. What a game this has been.
131. Gary requires 24.
Well, left dart in hand. Little side relief from the world champion. Gary Anderson and James Wade are serving up a treat here in Dubai. Some brilliant scoring, some exceptional finishing, and they're locked at 5-all. The finale is coming up. Really impressed with the way that James Wade has played as well. His finishing, but each occasion that Gary Anderson's hit a 180, Wade has come back with one.
Well, that's what James Wade does. That's why he's won 8 major tournaments and a good few tour events as well. When we talk about mindset, we talk about bottles, certainly James Wade is right up there.
11 flag, James to throw first.
Flamboyance of Gary Anderson. And it doesn't frighten this man. He'll play his own game.
So we're in the home stretch again. Deciding leg between Lewis and Bunting. Is this match going to follow suit?
96.
Well, Gary Anderson with that 170. The second 170 we've seen here in Dubai. Michael van Gerwen in 2013 did the very same thing.
96.
170. Always gets the crowd going.
Another one of those.
162.
Well, irresistible. Look at that. 162 to lead 140 from James Wade.
59. Danger required 140.
Real competitive edge, isn't there?
Well, we said in the first match at 5 legs apiece, it's got decider written all over it. And you have to say, Stu, at the moment, this one's got it as well.
140.
So tops for Wade.
Danger required 40.
To edge ahead again.
Team shot the 11th leg. James Wade. Robert Gary to
That was never in doubt. Now Anderson again playing catch up on his World Series debut
96.
here in Dubai. Is this another one?
140.
It could be for Anderson.
Well,
it is.
He could have got another 6 or 7 in there.
Well, it's his 6th of the night. 9 in this match already.
100.
His accuracy
145.
unerring, it really is.
Well, Gary Anderson's gone for that 25 to guarantee himself a dart at double top or 2 at double 10 instead of perhaps a dart at the bullseye. The only problem if he doesn't hit the treble, well, he's gone for 2 double tops.
He went for tops.
60.
Well, it was close.
Danger required 161.
Surely he can't. 161 from Wade.
I see Chisholm will take out 161 against Gary Anderson last Thursday. Treble 17. Oh, and that is right on the wire. Well, Gary Anderson comes back with a double 10. He doesn't want to split it, Stu. He's going to miss the double 10 and wants to be just on the outside. That's pretty good. And that's why. Don't want to split it and start chasing up to the 5s.
But what a night we've had. Breathtaking game between Adrian Lewis and Stephen Bunting. And Gary Anderson and James Wade. They follow suit.
96.
Nice chance there for Anderson and a big score. There's still a bit of a march on James Wade in this leg. And of course, the closer we get to that finishing line,
100.
breaking your opponent becomes more and more effective. Early on in the match, if you get broken, it doesn't hurt you in the head so much, but certainly you get to leg 16, 17, that's where it hurts the most.
Yeah, but no pressure from Anderson so far in this leg.
140.
Well, 6 darts for James Wade from 101. Comes down for those 19s. And this time he's not going to take it out, but
53.
well, he's going to come back with 2 darts, double top.
82.
I think he was looking for a 145 again, though, wasn't he, Anderson? Double 16 for Wade.
Well, this is unusual, Stu. That's a mistake from James Wade.
32.
Definitely a mistake. May have been a little bit of air come in. But he's opened the door up. Treble 18 now for Gary Anderson. Oh, that's a wild one. But James Wade never leaves double 16 when he has the option.
He missed the double 8. He missed the single 8 to lead tops, which means he needs the double 8, and he doesn't miss. So 7-6 it is.
Well, Wade's still just over the 100 average. Gary Anderson just under 97, which is unusual that you would say that James Wade would have the better scoring average than Gary Anderson at the moment. There we have it.
96.
With the last 9 legs have all been won on throw. We saw Gary Anderson break in the third leg.
96.
And then James Wade. How important is that 1-2-6 finish to win the fourth leg proving to be when Anderson was sat on tops? But 9 consecutive legs.
79.
One on throw. Chance here for Wade, though.
There is another one of those. We'll give him that 128 that he took out in the earlier leg. Well, he's gone and left the 170. Perhaps he's going to say, whatever you can do, Gary, I can also do. Well, this is not a good visit from Anderson. Even a treble does not put a lot of pressure on.
66.
And a chance here for James Wade to break the throw. He's not going to do it. And Anderson deliberately went for the 15s to leave the Shanghai on the 20s.
120.
And the way Wade's been finishing, he needs it. Well, he went for the bull because he couldn't see the treble 20.
You're exactly right. The treble 20, from where he's standing, it was the flight and the stem. More the flight that was covering up that treble 20. And he went for the better option. 20 for double top for a breaker throw for James Wade, and just over the top. A let off for Gary Anderson.
Well, it might well be. James Wade has hit tops only 3 times from 9 attempts. And that's a brilliant dart from Gary Anderson to hold throw. Wade again had 1 dart to break for 8-6. We remember back in the 8th leg, he had 1 dart to break at tops to go 5-3 up. He just missed another to break the Anderson throw. So that's 10 straight legs, 1 on throw.
80.
Well, at the moment, the way this match is going, if Gary Anderson is going to win this, we're going to have to see some flashes of brilliance, and it's got to come very soon.
Fantastic! This time it's Anderson's turn to respond. Earlier in the game, Anderson hit a 180 and Wade hit 1 straight away.
137.
Great standard.
The amount of times that Gary Anderson has pounded James Wade with 180s, it's 7. And James Wade has just ignored it, gone up and set it up for himself and gone on and won the leg. This time it is the 8 for tops.
Well, finally hit the tops. So head-to-head again. Now, all the pressure is on Anderson because he has to hold, and at some stage you say he has to break the throw. 8 180s for the world champion, 12 in this match.
That's the difference of Gary Anderson now, or over the last year, than it has been the previous 2 or 3. Under the pressure, he steps up to the plate. And a nice little casual ton to follow the 180. That's all you got to do. You mustn't go up there and not hit a treble.
How good has James Wade been, though?
140.
What Gary Anderson doesn't want to do is give James Wade a shot at a double in this leg. At this crucial time, it's going to be fatal. And Wade will be looking for one treble. Oh, he needs to find the one treble. Just pitch it. Now, I don't understand that, because the first two darts were absolutely perfect for James Wade. Double top he wants, just moves across to get the flight of that first dart out of the way. Double top it is. 11 dart leg from Gary Anderson. 8 legs apiece. We had the deciding leg in the first match here when Adrian Lewis beat Stephen Bunting.
Well,
10-9, and it looks like this one's going the same way.
This would be a perfect time to break. Only 60 from James Wade to start the leg. Well, too close to call again. Fabulous entertainment on the opening night here in Dubai. Here comes the world champion. 9 180s now for Gary Anderson. Is this the moment in the match? Well, he'll be disappointed. The first dart was so good.
He's got to stay on the treble 20, surely. Yes. Oh, that one he may give him a dart at a bullseye instead of dart at double top. He had to taken the risk for the reward.
What a fantastic response from Wade. A 10th 140, but will he get a shot at a double? Is it going to be another 11 darter? 12 darter even. Oh, what a chance miss for Anderson. What a chance miss for Anderson.
Well, I said James Wade is one of the best in the game at taking out these checkouts. Oh, that is an unbelievable dart from Wade, and so is that. Wow, that was incredible, and he's got hands up coverage on that.
Well, no mistake this time. Is that the crucial break of throw in the 17th leg for Gary Anderson? He now has the darts to throw for a place in the semi-finals. 13 darter to break.
Well, you take the straight ton with your throw. If it's the leg you need to find yourself in the semi-finals, and certainly you have to say that Gary Anderson knows how to get over the line.
140.
16 180s in the Adrian Lewis Stephen Bunting game. We've had 13 in this match.
140.
Great response again from James Wade with a 140. Flyer from the Scot.
85.
You can feel the tension. You really can.
Well, 180 here will certainly help the cause of James Wade. That leaves him on a shot, so Gary Anderson possibly going to get 6 darts from 176, but a visit without a treble.
29.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well, do you know what? And I think he rushed those darts as well. The first dart he threw was before James Wade had walked past him. I really think Anderson rushed.
95.
Will he pay the price?
147.
147 with Wade waiting to take us to a decider. Treble 18. Oh, double 18 for the match for a 147. Unbelievable! What a shot from Gary Anderson. Fantastic 147 to win the match. How about that? The world champ, the Premier League champ, goes out in spectacular fashion. Another fantastic match. Anderson beats Wade 10-8 to go through to the semi-finals.
Wait a minute. Before you click away, I want you to subscribe, like, comment, hell, even dislike if you want to. At least do something before you get out of here.